Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast and a happy Friday to you. Let's get that Friday feeling. Although there's only two of us on the Sloppy Joes podcast, I don't know if ever there's been this little of us. It is me, Joe McGrath, with Ethan J.
Hello, we have done this before.
Just me and you.
Yeah, I remember this because it was some episodes about we talked about a possum. Oh, it was after we went to the Woods restaurant.
Oh, it was that. No, that was nice. That.
Yeah.
Go check that on our Patreon, patreon.com, SloppyJoesPodcast. We're actually going to do a Patreon exclusive as well of reading mean comments. So that should be with you by the time this is out. There's a lot of mean comments, mainly directed at me, which is a shame.
Yeah, well, I've also noticed some stuff that Joe's been quite sneaky about, because I did watch another podcast where you talked about how you're dealing with those comments and how it somehow ties in with me. So,
really? I can't remember that. What podcast?
Is that cap too tight? Is that why?
Yeah, the cap's too tight. Leave my cap alone. The amount of people are obsessed with my head. I know you've got to look at it for the pod. But if I want to wear a cap, wear a cap. If I've got a bad hairline, I've got a bad hairline. You know this.
Does it say tired on top of your hat?
Yeah. Do you like it? I got it for the show.
Is that a brand, Tired?
I've got a telling off. Do you know what this is, Ethan?
Yeah. What was the telling off for?
Because today on the BBC Breakfast Show, this is just a thing that I got a gift that says Tired on it. It's a cap that says Tired on it. Quite like a nice vintage cap, innit? We interviewed someone who's caught up in the Russian earthquake, the 8.8 on the magnitude. I forgot what the word is, I'm tired.
On the Richter scale.
But the magnitude was 8.8. And they didn't have a camera on the people we were speaking to. She was from Rochdale, and she was caught up on a cruise ship in the Pacific. So the social media clip is me with this hat on, saying the word tired.
That seems a bit disrespectful. Did I tell you the time when my auntie was in the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami?
No, you didn't. Where was she? In Thailand?
She was on a boat in the ocean. I think it might have been Thailand, and it was Boxing Day, wasn't it? Now we usually did our Christmas Day with a few of us, and then the Boxing Day would be the wider family. So that would be proper Christmas. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we knew Auntie Pat wasn't going to be there this year.
What's Pat saying these days?
She's in London, live in London.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What does she do? What does she do for work, Pat?
She was a teacher in the college. Yeah.
Why did you sound like you just made that up?
No, I just. Well, she lives in London, so I guess I'm not super close in that sense. But she during that. This is important.
Sorry.
During the Boxing Day tsunami, I was only little. I would have only been 5. And I just remember everybody being really quiet and a bit weird and trying to force the day forward, having Christmas food and stuff, pulling our crackers and stuff, because everyone thought Auntie Pat was dead, and Uncle Ray as well.
There's no WhatsApp in them days, were there?
Well, the thing was, there was phones, they existed.
Yeah.
But what happened was they all got washed up in the boat. So
what happened on this boat? And Pat's on this boat. Did a big wave come over?
So they just so happened to come in to shore to go pick up some food and stuff. And as they were doing that, there were sirens and stuff, tsunami alert. So they had to go to high ground. So they drove up quite high, and then they just watched this all unfold as the tsunami goes into everything, and their ship got destroyed and stuff, which had the phones and stuff in.
Wow.
So it just so happened that they were so lucky to go back to land at that point.
Well, have you heard this? The lady I was speaking to today, she's on a cruise ship. The captain drove away from the land because apparently in deep waters it's safer.
It's better to be in the water during a tsunami.
It's better to get into a deep body of water.
Why?
Less waves.
Would there not be more waves with more water?
I'm not going to argue with a cruise ship captain.
No, he probably knows more than me.
Probably knows more. So we spoke to Rachel, and I said, can you wear a cap that's just plain next time? So I said, yes. Because it just say the word tired on it.
Yeah, just said you're
what life
sick of
is,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Even these days, just tired.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So Joe Smith is in America still. And, of course, if you saw the last episode where we asked Joe Smith with a week's notice if he could film a food review so it could tie off the episode nicely, he failed to do that. He blamed Wi-Fi and how busy he is. I'm just going to say this, because he won't watch it. I've been on them trips. Are they fuck busy? They'll do... You're busy, the producers. You're busy. Yeah? Are they fuck busy? They arse about all day, talk about possible transfers for Man United. They never come off. And then they upload it and they say, oh, we're so busy. I'm snowed under, so busy. Fuck off. He's a lazy ass. And
I feel a bit obliged to stick up for him a little bit.
You stick up for him.
Well, it is... Those tours were the busiest things I've ever done, and they were intense. And maybe, I guess as a presenter, if you work yourself up to that point, you can be afford to be a bit more relaxed. But...
You're telling me even in 7 days, because that's how long we gave him, 7 days, he couldn't have reviewed a packet of fucking American crisps.
But that's Drew. Drew would have had an opportunity, but he's not great at that kind of thing of keeping a track and stuff. But anyway,
like his lawyer. And then Dom, I don't want to speak about Dom. It's no comment to Dom. Dom, people think we're not inviting Dom on the pod. Dom is invited every single week on this podcast. It's just unfortunate that he's not been too well. But what is also unfortunate is he's told us time again and time after time how he comes up with great excuses for getting out of things. So sometimes I sit here going, I wonder if he is well. But we have to believe him.
We do.
Because it's 2025.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not the time. It's anyway. Should we get stuck into the show? We've got the brand new KFC menu coming. You can tell I'm in charge of the counts. And we should see the little add-ons I've got, Ethan. And we've got Ethan's film review on the way. But let's do a little Breaking Joe's.
Breaking Joe's.
So my Breaking Joe's, I've been to Wingfest, but I'll save some of those chunky stories to Tuesday's episode. I just want to say, Wingfest, the remaining ones are Bristol, Birmingham, Manchester and Sheffield. Go on, wingfest.co.uk, find tickets. There'll be a proper advert somewhere in this pod. But I've also been to the cinema a lot.
Oh yeah? What you seeing?
Yeah. Because, Ethan, did I tell you that Becky, my partner, bought me a cinema pass?
No, you didn't tell me this.
I did not tell you this.
What's the deal with the cinema pass?
I can go whenever I want.
What?
How many times I want in a day.
For how much?
It's a good deal, you know.
All
Let
right.
me give you this. And don't ruin the fun.
I'm not ruining the fun.
Becky paid for 3 months for a cinema pass, all right? Mm-hmm. At the Light Cinema in Stockport.
Oh yeah, been there.
Good cinema.
Yeah. Good Tango Ice Blast.
Unbelievable. Best in the game. I can go as many times as I want in a day, as many days of the month there is. Which is lucky because July's 31.
Oh yeah, great.
You sign up in Feb, you miss a few days. And I get 10% off my crisps, my popcorn and my drinks. I don't think I get crisps a lot. Popcorn and drinks, I get 10% off. How much a month
How much a month
do you think Becky paid for that?
So, sorry, how much is the unlimited ticket?
That's what we're playing now. This is the game.
Oh,
What do you think I was asking you then?
sorry, I thought you were asking me how much you saved across a month.
No, I want to know.
How much popcorn you ate and what 10% discounts added up to all along.
No,
So I was
that's
thinking,
another
is he having it
thing.
every day?
No, not every day. A cinema ticket for an adult is 12 quid. Think about that. Keep that in mind.
Okay, cinema ticket is 12 quid, 10% off. They want to make a bit. Maybe we'll think of something like £1 a day sounds good, £30 a month.
That cinema pass is £16 a month.
That's really good.
And I think I'm in profit. I've seen
Oh.
28 Days Later with Daryl,
Yeah,
Superman with Becky,
yeah,
Fantastic Four with Becky.
yeah, you're doing
I'm in
really well
profit.
there.
We shared a pizza last night with jalapenos on and olives. Would you go see Fantastic Four? Are you asked?
That's the one with the big rock man, isn't it?
Big Rock Man, The Thing, he's called The Thing.
When I was a kid, I absolutely loved it. I don't think a cinema pass or anything like that kind of thing is right for me.
What for? Why? Not for you.
I just feel like I feel that somebody else out there deserves it more than me, and I wouldn't want to take that seat away from them. Or they're struggling, the cinemas, if they're doing deals like this.
I don't know if they're struggling. I told you about my 28 Days Later story, didn't I? I'm just thinking about... What's so confusing for me is sometimes I tell stories on both this and the radio and don't know which ones I've told.
What happened?
Where we sat down and a geezer next to me, big lad, bigger than me, literally fell asleep in the first minute and woke up at the end.
That's perfect.
No, it's not perfect.
He's timed it well.
It's just £12 watching a film, scary film as well.
Yeah.
Have you seen 28 Years Later?
I've seen the intro for the 28 days or the 28 weeks one where the fella runs away from the house and jumps in a boat. I've seen that on Facebook quite a lot.
That's the original, I think. But what was mad about the new one is the zombie in it.
Isn't the zombies in all of them, is my understanding?
No, I've not finished my sentence. The zombie it's called the Alpha Zombie. He's got such a big willy.
Does he?
Ethan.
But so as a zombie,
his willy is massive.
But I just thought the zombies were people. So he must have had a big willy when he was a person.
If you become a zombie, what do you think your willy goes bigger or smaller?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. It seems that you're telling me that your willy can potentially go bigger. Or actually, more so, you're saying this guy's a bit of the odd one out, so maybe everyone else's gets a bit smaller and the Alpha's gets bigger.
I tell you this, I'm just happy the film wasn't in 3D. That would have been a fucking, honestly, big willy.
Would have fucked your eye out.
Yeah, Fantastic Four was brilliant. Brilliant film. I recommend it. I don't want to steal your Ethan's film review, but yeah, I recommend that. I also recommend the Cinema Pass.
Yeah.
And the M&M's in your popcorn.
I don't like M&M's, Joe, and I don't know what this means.
Just rewind that. Chocolate in your popcorn.
Melted over the popcorn.
Let me rewind it again. Crushed up. No. If you liked M&M's, just throw M&M's in your popcorn.
Inside of the popcorn?
Not inside. Just with it.
Do they fall through the popcorn to the bottom?
No, if you shake it too much, yes.
Yeah.
If you don't shake it and just give it a little bang like that, it evenly spreads out the M&M's in the popcorn.
I think this cinema experience and these little things that you're finding might fatten you up a bit more. I'm worried about that. Because you're talking about the 10% discount across the board and all of these things.
What are you trying to say? I'm getting Beachbody ready. Do you know I'm going away in August, end of August, for a cousin's wedding?
No, and what's your plan for that? To get
Greece. No, sorry, that's not my plan.
Well, you do love Greece, don't you? Right.
No, Greece is where it is. You cheeky fucker. Although I did have a rather large day on Wednesday.
Isn't that every day for you, Joe?
No. I had a rather large day on Wednesday. So I met Cowboy Johnny for a catch-up.
Who?
Cowboy Johnny.
He's not real.
He took me out for some food. He said, do you want to try this? It's a great meal deal in Manchester City Centre. You don't get many good hot meal deals in the city centre.
You can't get those ones from Sainsbury's, the meatball marinara sandwiches or the paninis.
Yeah, he took me to a nice little restaurant.
Oh, sorry.
And I had fried chicken and chips for lunch.
Yeah.
But it was posh. It was a posh one. Posh fried chicken.
Sorry, was the start of this conversation you're getting Beachbody ready?
You're not listening. Ears up. And it was only halfway through eating at lunchtime, by the way, 12:30 p.m. 3 pieces of fried chicken with chicken gravy chips. It was at a posh place.
Yeah.
And some buffalo wings on the side that I remembered.
All right.
I'm going to an all-you-can-eat Indian that night.
Oh my God! Oh my God, this is going to be a 4,000 calorie day.
So I was panicking.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, I won't have the salad it came with.
Yeah.
Save some room. You know, I won't drink the rest of the gravy, even though it was fucking. Ethan, when I say this chicken gravy was unbelievable. It was at a place called Blue's Kitchen. Have you heard of it?
Well, I got £100 discount at the Blue's Kitchen.
What for? Ringing a bell?
No, sorry, not for ringing a bell. For listeners, I was Looked like I was ringing a bell. No, it was for my birthday. I got it from my mum, and the food was really good. And I've also, on my keys, got a thing for Monday and Tuesday where I get 50% discount.
Do you? How'd you get that?
Somebody who used to work at Paddock knew somebody, and I got given a thing, and it's still valid.
Take me, because I want to drink the rest of that fucking chicken gravy I had. The all-you-can-eat Indian buffet, it was at Stockport Pyramid.
When did you go?
I went on Wednesday. I just fucking said.
I really wanted to book it this week, but we couldn't get a table. Go on, how was it?
You couldn't get a table? Let me tell you why. It's fucking heaving.
Right.
I went on a Wednesday at 6 o'clock. That place was busy. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, in Stockport, we've had, on the M60, Junction 1, this pyramid that has been there since the mid-90s that used to be owned by the Co-op. Now, it's massive. It used to be their HQ. Thousands of people used to work there. I think about 2010, derelict. No one's done fuck all to it. And it's just been sitting there for ages. And a company that already have a site in London and Manchester who do specialise in traditional Indian and Pakistani weddings bought it, or I don't know, rented it, whatever. And they've turned it into a wedding venue at the top, and at the bottom, an all-you-can-eat Indian restaurant.
Yes.
It's 30 quid a head.
That's...
Thought straight away.
When you say 30 quid a head, that means for all you can eat, and I imagine you just get the drinks on top.
The drinks are on top, yeah. So I got like a little Diet Coke, that was 4 quid.
I think that's brilliant value for money.
So you're going in there, Ethan.
Yeah.
Right? I'd like to know what you'd think, starters, mains, desserts, poppadoms included, what you think, plate-wise, you'd come out with happy that you got your money's worth. Go.
Well, it's a Mancunian thing, isn't it, where they say, like, a rice and 3 curries or something. It's like a bit of a thing. What's the place round the corner?
This and that.
This and that, where I've been to once, which is really good value for money. They do that kind of offer, don't they?
Big time.
So what I would do is, starter-wise, I'm not massively big on things like an onion bhaji and stuff like that. I think it fills up too much space and it's a bit of a waste. I'm all right with your samosas and things, but what I'm doing is I'm going full-out curry and I'm going naan.
So would you skip poppadom?
And I'd get poppadoms and a big.
So you'd go poppadoms, yeah?
I'd go poppadoms, and then I'd get me rice. I'd get maybe a keema rice.
Yeah.
It's the favourites of the rice.
Yeah.
And then I mix it up with curry, and I think what I would do is, I think I'm going all out on lamb.
Oh, there's some good lamb bits about, Ethan.
Yeah.
I'd say this. The lamb curries were great, 8 out of 10. The chicken and other bits were all right.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. The starters were good. Poppadoms were good. I recommend the experience because it was busy, it was heaving, it was great fun. The dessert section's good as well. Full ice cream parlour.
Is that
Full ice cream
Khalifa?
parlour.
Not Khalifa. What's it called?
Whiz.
Not Whiz Khalifa. It might be even called Khalifa. Is it?
Maybe what kind of dessert? Like a little stringy sort of like the stringy puff pudding dessert.
She's also a rude actress, isn't she, Khalifa?
Oh, but she's retired ages ago.
Oh, is she?
That's what we need to talk about as well. Photo ID.
Is it? Oh, is it? Is it? Maybe it's kofta. People are getting really annoyed with me now. Kofta or something. The ice cream.
Maybe Google it.
The triangle ice cream. I'll Google it as well.
Oh yeah, the triangle. What do you mean the triangle ice cream?
It's like in a little cone usually. Anyway,
there's none of that.
Yeah.
So there's like English desserts and Indian desserts and traditional desserts from Pakistan. Kulfi.
Sorry.
Great.
Go on.
So I got, here's what I had. A plate of poppadoms. I could only manage, and I do blame the fried chicken for lunch, 2 plates. And the all you can eat.
That's not you.
It's not me.
This could have been a great story of how you conquered the pyramid, and instead it's just how you got mummified.
Do you know what I learned, Ethan? Because they're going above and beyond at this place. They had a magician.
What?
They had a magician.
It doesn't sound like the place for a magician.
Who would...
Was the magician you seeing how much curry you could fit in your bag and you go and it's all disappeared?
Don't be in time. Who would go out and seek people who are on, who are having their desserts.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't disturb you during your main course. He'd see if you were like winding things down a bit. And we were. It was my mate Dan's birthday and the magician came up and I've realised something. I can't hack magicians.
What does that mean?
My brain can't hack it.
What, you can't... The magic works on you so much...
Yeah. The guy gets a little piece of paper out, sets fire to it, and a fucking pack of cards appear in his hand, like as clear as day, Ethan.
Yeah.
I nearly walked out. I said, I can't live my life not knowing how you've done that.
It really freaks you out, doesn't it?
But in a way that I get nervous. Like when I go to, say, Alton Towers and go on a roller coaster, the nerves of it make me chuckle and make me laugh. So I was there. I was just have this nervous laughter around him.
You can trust
he's making things like appear.
You can trust the science of an Alton Towers, that it's been engineered properly, where it's magical. You're going through it, but it's crafted and you understand that it's there. But with the magician, anything could happen. What if he makes you, I don't know, like hypnotised to do something wild to him?
He kept, and this is the one thing I looked at him and I stared at him. He somehow was able to keep taking his shoe off and making it appear in places that I couldn't. I didn't know how he did it.
What, like up your bum?
Not up my bum, but on other tables.
And were they happy about that? Because if I had a shoe on my table and I'm eating a curry...
He kept putting his shoe on and making a thing and going, whoa, ba-da, and then he'd flick up his leg, and he didn't fire it in the air. He'd go, whoa, look, what's that over there? And over there would be his shoe.
No, what...
Do you think he had multiple shoes?
I think, Joe, that's probably one of the easiest... I could do that magic trick. All I have to do is kick my shoe off under your table, and prior to coming over to your table, say, can I place this shoe in your table just for a few seconds?
He kept doing it.
He might have had multiple shoes.
Then he had like a card that came from one hand and it just magically appeared on the other. Are you all right with magicians? Because I'm not.
I did try and be a magician, didn't I, for our live show? And I stunned the audience with my card trick. Do you recall?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
It was in the cake.
It was in the cake all along.
Well, not all along.
Oh, sorry,
it was in the hand. It was in the hand.
Yeah, it was in the hands and then it
disappeared. It was in the cake at the end. Was it in the cake all along?
Sorry.
No. Yeah. It was in the cake at half time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the cake at half time. We sort of pushing it in at half time, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was great. Go and watch that. That's on Patreon still, the Sloppy Joe's live show.
Is it? Is that one on there?
Yeah,
it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah. Paid money for that one to get filmed. We couldn't be arsed with last Christmas one, could we? We are proud to tell you at the Sloppy Joe's podcast that Wingfest are back to sponsor us again. Yes, this is the third year on the bounce. Keep an eye out for Sloppy Joe's on Instagram and social media, because the huge London Wingfest is on the last weekend of July. I'm here to plug, though, Victoria Baths in Manchester. It is going to be, the date's in front of me, the 19th, which is the 19th of September, which is the Friday. Saturday's the 20th, and the 21st is the Sunday. There is different tickets for the different days, and there's different sessions going on. I, of course, will be there at all of them. Big shout out to Bristol as well, the first weekend of September. And there's also one in Sheffield, by the way. Forget about that. The best one is middle of September, the 19th. Get yourself down. I'll see you there. Hopefully, special guests including Ethan.
Me?
You? Are you excited?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's the best bit of the year. I love it.
We're going to also try and get a really hot wing for Ethan to try just before Wingfest Manchester.
Do I get a DJ set this year?
Yes, Ethan's going to be DJing, Joe's going to be DJing, Dom not probably, but sitting on the speaker that time. There was that time last year he just came and rolled on the floor, which... Let's not do that again. Tickets are at wingfest.co.uk. Get them now. They're going quick because Manchester is a little smaller capacity than the rest, so they go flying. You got to be quick. I will see you there. Wingfest.co.uk. Get tickets. It's Manchester. It's going to be belting. If you saw a magician set fire to something in one hand and then a pigeon appeared, would you be all right with that?
Would I be all right with this? I would be... Especially in an Indian restaurant, I'd feel uncomfortable with the pigeon being there with the magician. I feel I wouldn't be all right with this.
I wasn't all right with it. But my overall Stop Put Pyramid experience is go once.
Yeah.
Just go for the crack. It's good fun. It was. I left at 9, and the lobby area, by the way, gorgeous little lobby area, was busier at 9 than it was at 7 o'clock. Like there were people waiting to like go pile in.
Wow.
It's heaving, that place.
I really want to go, Joe. I really want to go.
Should we do a live show from there?
Can we?
The Stockport Pyramid. That would be iconic, wouldn't it?
It would be iconic, Joe.
You don't want to do another live show, do you?
No, I do.
No, you don't.
No, you put Joe put in Joe put on the Patreon, and for everyone who saw it, asking if we could do a live show in London on a midweek. He said this to me originally without saying when this day would be, and then he put on the Patreon.
Can I just say this? You ignored it anyway.
Go on.
You ignored it anyway.
Well, you put. Maybe it was like 1 minute in between.
No. I said, anyone fancy a live show in London? I sent all the details and some pictures.
And within 5 minutes, you already put on the Patreon telling me information you didn't tell me in that text.
I was doing market research because if you said yes...
The venue looks really cool. I would like to do it. It's just on a Thursday, and I imagine people listening are thinking that's a pain in the arse as well.
It's on a Thursday, but Thursday is practically Friday.
If it was Friday, I'd probably do it.
Could you do a Friday? There's no way we're getting a venue in the centre of London on a Friday.
Well, that's a good point, to be fair. We are shite.
What have you been up to then, Ethan?
I was wondering, Joe, have you heard of Matcha?
I've heard of what?
Matcha. Have you heard of Matcha?
We should try Matcha, shouldn't we? I know not for today's episode, but if I'm honest with you, it wasn't really for me.
So you've had Matcha?
I've had 1 cup of Matcha, yeah.
And what would you say it tasted like?
The ground.
And why has that become so popular, I ask you now?
Do you think like on a level we're all trying to be a bit more grounded?
It's a very good point. I'm stunned by the popularity of the Matcha.
I can't. I understand popularity of lots of things. Pistachios, brilliant. Yeah. Pistachio flavourings. When the pulled pork came around, I know that's old hack. When salt and pepper came around, amazing. Fuck knows what Matcha's done to get itself where it is.
It's come out of nowhere. Well, it's come out from Asia, isn't it?
Is it healthy?
Well, I did a bit of research on this, and I think there's some like what do you call them? Antioxidants and stuff in them.
Yeah, big on the antioxidants.
Yeah, clear out your system and all that stuff.
Really good for shit.
It's a healthier alternative to a coffee, but they also have lots of added sugars and stuff in.
Yeah, weird.
So is it that healthy?
I don't know, but I don't know if I can tell this story.
Go on.
No, because people might be fuming because it's to do with seeing...
Tell.
It's to do with seeing... what did we call them in the last episode? Umbongo.
Oh, Umbongo. Can you tell the story
I had a bit of a bad stomach when I was going to go see Umbongo on Saturday, a couple of weeks back. And I was that worried about needing the toilet during the gig that it would ruin the gig that I took one of those anti-diarrhea tablets.
Yeah. And how is your anti-diarrhea?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Sorry, what happened Wednesday?
I didn't poo till Wednesday. And I'm a twice a day man.
That's wild. That would make me uncomfortable. So then did you have to take constipation tablets?
I thought about it, but then it just flew out Wednesday.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah, it doesn't sound too healthy.
Oh, it doesn't. Anyway, back to Matcha. I've no idea what it is, why it's there, or what it's really for. If people like it, fair play. Don't throw it down my throat.
Well, I went to a little restaurant.
How little?
Sorry, it was so little that it wasn't even a restaurant, it was a cafe.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Called Something More Productive in Withington, which I once went to a club in Withington called XLR. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, yeah, downstairs.
I did it once with Chloe because we thought, we'll give it a go. And I've never felt so old in my life.
But you're not that old. When was this?
This was about 2-3 months ago.
So... what is it like? Withington is an odd place. It's got a little bit of a night scene to it. It's got some good bars, but there is a club.
It's so weird. So if you're in Withington, a few little pubs and stuff, and there's a real narrow door. It leads down into a basement, and down there is kind of like I'm not very good at describing music, but the kind of loud, electric, kind of horrible stuff, and the DJ making his own remixes and lots of smoke, and it was a bit not very me at all.
What was the clientele?
The clientele was all students, but there was also a few girls down there who were giving out these tokens for their new cafe, Something More Productive. So finally, a few months later, I was like, oh, we'll cash in and we'll go have a look. Lovely little place, and lovely little cups as well, which is where I had the matcha. It was the prettiest looking thing I've ever had, but Chloe absolutely loved it. Now it's a new drink.
Oh, so she's probably the prettiest thing you've ever had, you'd like to say, instead of a cup of matcha.
What do you mean had?
What do you mean?
Hard. Prettiest thing I've ever had.
You said that's the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was very. Did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, it was very. It was quite a good-looking thing. Also, speaking about drinks and food, have you ever heard of the influencer Zoe Bread?
Zoe Bread. She makes these sort of mini documentary style, exploring Greater Manchester sort of great videos, doesn't she? I'm a fan of Zoe Bread.
She is a bit of a whistleblower and identifies things that like maybe the council and stuff aren't doing so ethically correct. And she points out basically all the flaws in the system and what they're doing, and she brings it to a bit of justice as well. So she just hides herself with a loaf of bread, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So no one knows what she looks like.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what she looks like. I wonder what she looks like.
She's done this whole thing, and it was a 29-part series, Joe, on getting the getting the Manchester Council to look at the situation on, is it Collier Street?
Yeah, it's essentially a sign that says that there's a parking ticket for you to pay for parking that is a bit misleading.
Completely misleading.
Not very clear, which is leading many people who are on that street to pay for parking or to get fines for not paying at the right machine.
Yeah, and she's cut into it even more deeply where she's identified that these signs saying this is our car park or whatever are illegally posted on buildings that they have no permission to do so, and the amount they're paying for like their tax is significantly lower than what it should be because they falsely declare the number of car parks they have, because the more parking spaces you have, the more you should be paying. So they should probably be paying, from what she's worked out, maybe an extra £30,000 a year or something. So it's really... It's
good stuff, innit? It's good journalism.
It's brilliant journalism, and she went on your radio show, BBC Radio Manchester, rather.
Me.
No, not your show. It was Mike Sweeney.
Mike Sweeney's show. He has the Mayor of Greater Manchester in every week, Andy Burnham, from 10 till 11.
And she put this to Burnham, and Burnham was, to be fair, squirming a little bit and didn't really know much about this. And
I think where people got blur lines there is Burnham is... Here's the thing, and I think I can say this about UK politics. I fuck knows who's in charge of what. You've got councillors, you've got MPs, you've got mayors, you've got elected leaders, you've got all these. The breakdown of it, you've got parish councillors, you've got everything is in different ways. So we've got an MP for Manchester Central, but then you got the Mayor of Greater Manchester. Then you got councillors within there. Who's in charge?
Well, I think that's part of the problem, is that it just the communication breakdown.
That's across the UK entirety. That's not just Manchester as well. There's these like weird sort of power structures where I think. Do you think they do it on purpose?
Well, you can't possibly, to be fair to Burnham, you can't possibly be in control of all this. But as Zoe brought up on the Mike Sweeney show, Andy said, is this just like a new car park that's popped up? She went, no, this has been the case for 6 years.
6 years.
She was going through all the methods of and she exposed all this as well. You ring different people, they put you through switchboards and make you go to different different lines, and nobody knows who's in control of what. And it's such a nightmare to get through, so it's great journalism. So I watched basically this 29 series she'd done.
29 episodes in a series.
Yeah, and 29 episodes in a series, and it was incredible. And she eventually did have a bit of a win, where everybody for the last 12 months who had a parking ticket from this place got their money back, and they've made it easier to understand the parking situation. Yeah, they got off that, but
with each other.
It was for the last, not with each other, but for the last 12 months. But there was 5 years more backlog that sadly they couldn't go to. So she did have a bit of a win there. It was
an absolute win.
Incredible. But even though we don't see her face or whatever, I'm completely hooked.
I think you really like her voice.
She does have a good voice. But it's weird because when you can't see someone, it's like with the radio, like with some of your colleagues or whatever, you imagine what they look like, don't you? Do you know, have you watched the Lionesses?
Yeah.
In the Euros?
Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations. I don't know if this sounds bad or whatever.
Here we go, strap yourself in.
But the commentator who's become one of my favourites for the tournament, Seb Hutchinson.
Okay.
Seb Hutchinson is fantastic. I was really surprised that he was a black guy. And I was stunned when I saw the video.
I don't know what to say. I mean, what did you want him to sound?
No, I just didn't envisage him to look like that. I was envisaging a 60-year-old kind of white bloke, and I got it completely wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Have you said sorry to him?
No, it's just a misunderstanding of what I thought he looked like.
I thought you were going to bring up BBC 5 Live Vicky Sparks.
I've met Vicky Sparks.
Have you? She's great.
She helped me get into journalism at uni.
She's who to fucking blame for this.
I met Vicky about 8 or 9 years ago through a family friend called Hannah, because I wanted to work for the BBC one day like yourself, Joe, and it still never happened. And I met...
Not for lack of trying, though.
Oh, fucking hell, it was a lot of fucking trying. Sorry, Joe. But I went for a coffee with Vicky, and she was one of the loveliest people in the world. She put time aside for me. She sat with us for over an hour and gave us a load of advice how I can get into commentary and stuff, and even set up an opportunity for me to do some commentary with Manchester City women.
That's good.
Back in the day, like 2017, 2018. So she was really, really lovely. But I remember, do you recall what happened to Vicky when David Moyes spoke to her when he was manager of Sunderland? Do you remember this?
No.
And he said to her, after the interview was over and he thought the cameras were off, David Moyes, he said, you're a bit cheeky with some of those questions there. And she kind of laughed, Vicky. And he went, you're lucky, because even though if you're a woman, you can still get a slap or something. So something along those lines. And it was just like, you wouldn't make that remark, would you, David, if she wasn't a woman? And it was horrible. And I remember asking Vicky about this, and I kind of made it light-hearted. I was like, and what about that? And she was like, actually, Ethan, I feel quite uncomfortable talking about that kind of thing, because it wasn't a nice experience, which I completely understood. But I should see the funny side of it, but it was just not nice for her at all.
Yeah, I bet that wasn't nice.
Yeah.
People forget about that, don't they?
Yeah, David Moyes can be, and football managers, big egos, aren't
Weird, aren't they? Right, so Radio I think hosts. We could get to some of our favourite features. Ethan's film review.
Harry Potter's pretty good.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Pocahontas is a lovely film.
Harry Potter.
You won't believe it. It's time for my film review.
We've not had one in ages.
Oh, yes.
Did we watch any films recently?
I did about a month ago, and I don't think...
Month ago?
Well, I tried to force it into the show, but we ran out of time, I think, when we had the opportunity to. So I have seen Inglourious Bastards.
Wow.
And have you ever seen Inglourious Bastards?
Have I?
When did you see it?
10 years ago, maybe?
And do you remember it?
I remember good chunks of it, yeah.
Well, I'm obsessed now with Kristoff Waltz.
Oof, that could have gone a couple of ways, that, your obsessions.
Well,
post-Nazi film.
And post visiting the Führer's house a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's from Kristoff Waltz.
So I love Kristoff Waltz. I was also going to say, I'm now watching a documentary called The Rise of the Nazis on the BBC.
Wow.
Which is really interesting. I really recommend it. There is a bit called The Fall of the Nazis as well, I must add.
But you'll skip that bit.
No, that's
You're just going to leave them on a high, aren't you?
No, I'm not going to leave them on a high.
What bit do you start to pause the documentary on?
Well, it's funny because I've watched episodes of Random Orders, and I have watched The Fall of the Nazis Part 1, and I have watched Nazis Today in the 1960s, the 1960s and 70s, and how they brought them to justice.
Yeah, that's good then. Keep watching that one.
See, so I'm not all about the rise.
You heard Hitler's voice and you had no idea he was a bad guy.
No, I didn't say that. Anyway, Inglourious Bastards was perhaps the best film I've ever seen.
Really?
Kristoff Waltz is maybe the great... When I say the best film, I can definitely say for certain that Kristoff Waltz is the best baddie in his character that I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right. You really hate him.
I also kind of love him as well. In terms of wow, you're a watch. And you're like, every scene he comes up, it's like, yes, you're back in it kind of thing. And he's just so cunning. And if anyone's ever seen it, basically there's a scene with the have you seen this? With the strudel.
Yeah, the strudel. Yeah, I've seen it.
The strudel. And he knows that the woman he's talking to is a Jew, and Kristoff Waltz's character is a Nazi, or the Jew hunter, I think he calls himself. Yeah. And he knows, to try and get this girl to admit who she is, he gives her a strudel and he puts cream on it as well. Now, you're not allowed to mix pork and dairy, are you, in Judaism? So that's why he does it.
Where's the pork come from?
It's in like the gelatin of like the strudel, isn't it?
Oh, shit.
So he does it to try and make her like cave in, but he's just showing that he's in control of the situation, knows who it is. Oh, just a scene of getting cream next to a strudel. I've never seen anything so intense.
Wow, 5 stars?
I think so. I think it was wonderful. It was just so clever. And I always thought, I was thinking all along, well, we all know how this ends, how Hitler obviously kills himself in real life, and I thought it was going to take a realistic ending. But no, there they are, spoiler, machine guns, taking out Hitler's face going, it's so brilliant.
Love it. That's the most detailed one we've ever had. How many Ethans out of 5?
I think 5.
5 out of 5. Right then, we're going to round up the episode by doing a 9 out of 10 club. Now, what we like to do is keep an eye on some of the big boys. When the big boys of the food world tend to drop new menu items, it is our mission to try and eat them. Until we find out what we're doing with this food feature, we'll continue to do that. KFC have announced their drip menu. Now, we can't say we inspired the drip burger and for KFC to do it, but we have shown how popular dunking your meat into some hot sauce is with our spicy dip burger series.
Oh, yes.
And I believe this is sort of in the same realm.
Well, I'd say so. It's kind of the thing, isn't it? Having big sandwiches and dipping them into gravies or hot sauces and stuff is kind of the cool thing to do these days.
Sorry, here you go, Pepsi Max, that's for you there. Big boy, aren't you thirsty?
You're joking.
Yeah, sorry about that. So essentially what this is their normal wings and their normal burger dipped in their Zinger sauce. So these look all right. They look tasty. The normal hot wings that you get from KFC with a sauce on there.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it lives or dies by how good the sauce is. I'm not too fussed about this sauce, you know.
Well, I think this was a long-term time coming, because KFC wings and stuff and chicken has never really been in like a sauce, has it, prepared? They did do those little bite things that you can get in like a bucket for a couple of quid. They're good. I think they still do them now and then, or they bring them back. I don't know if it's a permanent thing. But I feel like this is a easy thing to tap into. And we were saying pre-pod, Joe, that you feel that KFC don't really bring out a lot of new kind of things, do they? They kind of just like stick with it. They do the burgers at Christmas and stuff we always try.
Yeah. Now, you have a bite of them, because I've just had a bite out of the wings and the burgers. So, I'll be honest with you, I've already seen some social media reviews regarding this, and they were negative. However, I'm not dead against it. The zingy sauce, which the chicken is dipped into and the wings are dipped into, has got a little bit of zip to it. It's not dead spicy, it's just got a little bit of summit.
I've made a decision.
What?
I've made a decision.
What?
I think the sauce is too watery. It's not thick enough. There's not enough flavour to it. I think it makes very little impact. I think the only point
Do you not get any flavour at all to it?
I do. I just think it makes the thing wetter, which is good, because sometimes it can be a bit dry. But I think they could have done more with it. I think it could have been. I would have appreciated a bit of a thicker sauce. It's very watery, and it doesn't blow me away, Joe.
I've just had the sauce by itself. It is watery. Do you think that sauce is spicy?
I think it's spicy, but it doesn't excite me terribly much. I think it could have been more exciting.
One of the great ploys of fast food chains is when, and I remember Mackey's did this ages ago, when they brought out like a hot item, and their packaging makes it look like it's going to rip your arsehole in two.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the day one of the big boys has the guts to actually make a fucking like mega spicy item.
You
that
see,
would literally rip your arsehole in two.
I wonder if like KFC in India, I wonder if they like feel free that they can hit the heights they want to, because like our audience can deal with a bit of spice. When over here we're an island of pussies, and they have to try and like tail to us, don't they? And give us flavourless hot sauces and pretend that they're hot.
We're an island of pussies.
Do you know what I mean? In terms of like the spice world, I feel like people are missing out. Those people who do it like Spice Show. I feel like they just don't. I don't know. I get a proper rush when I have
I like a
spicy
good
food.
rush. I like a good rush. Big rush time. So would you put it in the 9 out of 10 club?
No, I wouldn't. I think it's fine.
Would you ever order it again?
Well, I do. Usually, if I did go to KFC, I would get the hot wings.
Yeah.
And
I would get them in that dip, you know.
you would.
Yeah, I would.
I think. You know what? There may be a slight improvement on the original, but I feel that there's more potential that could have gone with it. I got really excited about this. I'm just like, meh, it's fine.
Sorry about that.
Nah.
Well, that's the pod, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Get onto Patreon, by the way. We've uploaded a reading mean comments video out where we basically go through some of our YouTube videos, but mainly the Instagram account where I talked about trees being A0 and read out some of the really, really quite harsh comments about me, my look, and my personality. If that's your cup of tea, patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast. We'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.
Ta-ra.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Do that again. Bye.
Bye.
Wave, Ethan.
Yeah, see you later. Ta-ra. Thanks for watching. I hope it was all right.